Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So we were looking at the different ways of defining functions, right? So in the previous lecture, we have already seen default argument values. So by using default values, how can we call functions and define functions that we have already seen in the last lecture, right? So in this video, we are going to study about keyword arguments, okay? So we can also call functions using keyword arguments, and that has to be in this form. So this is overall the form which you have to follow, right? So you have to write the keyword argument, and after that, by giving equal to sign, you have to assign the value whatever you want to pass. Okay, so for example, here one example has been taken of a function, right? So here the function name is parrot, and after that these are some of the arguments which has been taken here, right? So like voltage, as you can see, it is not having any default value, and because of that it is a required argument. That means you have to pass some value for this particular parameter, right? After that, as you can see here, state is equal to something, right? Some value is there. For action also some value is there. So these are what? These are the default values which are passed, okay? And after that, inside the function, some of the statements are there which are getting printed, okay? And these parameters are used in some of the places. So as you can see now, here this function accepts one required argument, which is voltage, right? As I said, it is having one required argument. That means what? That here you have to pass some value. Here choice is not there. Like let us say for state, you don't want to pass any value, okay? For action also it is okay. Why? Because default values are present. But for voltage, you have to pass some value, right? And three optional arguments are there, which is state, action and type, right? So they have written it very clearly that three are optional. Now the thing is that how can we call this function, right? What are the various ways we can call the function? So those various ways are written here, right? So you can see all these ways that how the function is getting called, and after that you can try with your inputs also. You can also try with multiple different types of function calling, and you can see that how it is working, okay? Like the first one, it is taken here, that is parrot of 1000, right? So we know that this 1000 will be assigned to voltage because this is required, and so in order it will go to the first argument. Okay, so that is why voltage will take the value of 1000, and rest after that for state, action and type, any value is not passed. So then in that case, the default values will be taken and the statements will be printed accordingly. Okay, so you can try with this and see what output is coming. Now for this one, you know what is the comment written here, that it is having one positional argument, right? So this whatever value is getting passed, this is known as positional argument because it depends on the position. Like the first one will go to the first, right? Second will go to the second. So that is why it is known as positional argument, okay? Now, so this is a very general way of calling the function. But in the second one, you see how it has been done. It is written voltage is equal to 1000, right? So we are writing the name also of the parameter which is taken in this function. So here voltage is there. So I am specifically mentioning it that voltage is equal to 1000, right? So this is what is our keyword argument. We are passing the keyword here. This is like a keyword, okay? And in that we are assigning the value. So here, as you can see here, it is written that it is having one keyword argument, right? Okay. Now in the second one, voltage is equal to some value, right? So this is also one keyword argument, and after that for action also some value is passed, okay? The thing is that if you are only writing, okay, if you're writing only the string without writing action equal to, then it will actually be considered as a positional argument, and this word will go to state, right? Because in sequence the values are assigned. So voltage will get its value, and after that whatever is there, that will be assigned to state, and that is what, let us say you don't want, right? You just want to pass action but you don't want to pass state. Then in that case what to do? So in that case you can exactly mention that for which particular argument you are passing the value, and then it will be passed. So action will get this value and state will still take the default argument. Okay, so for this, whatever comment is written, that you can see that here two keyword arguments are used. So I hope it is clear. After that, the next one is, now since voltage is required, right, for voltage you have to pass some value. So the thing is that here you are having the flexibility of changing the order, just because we are mentioning the name very explicitly. Okay, so you can write first of all action, and in that you are passing some value, and then voltage equal to something, so it will match with the name and it will take the values correspondingly. Okay, so here also two keyword arguments are there, it is just that the order has been changed. So you can do this also. After that, here in this one, if you see where a million is written, okay, after that, so these whatever values are passed, in this case what is going to happen, the first string will be passed to the voltage, right, voltage argument, because here it is not keyword argument, these are all positional arguments, right. So the first one will go to voltage, the second one will go to state, and the third one will go to action, right. So as you can see, three positional arguments are there, so based on their position they will be assigned one after the other. Okay, and after that, here as you can see, 8000 is written, so first of all it will go to the voltage one, because position it will match, okay, if keyword you have not assigned. Okay, but in case of this, here state is equal to something is written, so this is keyword argument, right. So as you can see here, one positional and one keyword. So this is how you can, these are the various valid ways how you can call this function. Okay, so you can try with other inputs also, and you can see that how it is working. Okay, now also there are some invalid ways which you should keep in mind, that what to avoid in case of calling such kind of function, right. So the very first one is parrot and then empty. That means you are not passing any value. Now this is definitely invalid, because as we know that voltage is a required argument, right, because for this any default value is not present, so for voltage you have to pass something, and that is why you cannot keep it empty. So that is what they have said here, required argument is missing, which is voltage. Okay, after that, here as you can see, parrot voltage is equal to 5.0. Okay, and after that, here some other argument has been passed. Okay, so here what is happening, none keyword argument after a keyword argument. Okay, so here, okay, here none keyword argument, right. So none keyword argument is this one, where the string which is containing dead, right, and then so that cannot be after keyword arguments. That means all the keyword arguments has to be in the last positions. Okay, and before that all non keywords should be there. Okay, so this thing we have to keep in mind. After that, the next one, why it is invalid, because here 110 we are passing, right. So if we have written like this simply, then definitely this 110 will go to voltage as per the positional argument, right. But in the very next argument again I am passing another value for voltage. Now that is not possible, that in the same function call for the same variable you are passing multiple values, that is not allowed. Okay, and that is what is written here, duplicate value for the same argument. So this is not allowed, for every argument one value you have to pass. Okay, and after that, what is there, actor is equal to okay, whatever string has been written. So this is fine, it is keyword argument, but the thing is that the required argument is not present here, right, that is voltage. And also actually this actor argument is not present only in the function, right. As this function is there here, there are four argument names, which is voltage, state, action and type, but there is no actor argument, right. So actor is equal to, so any argument is only not there, so where this value will be assigned, so there is nothing as such, and that is why it is saying that unknown keyword argument. Okay, so you have to write those names only which are present in the function definition. So these were some valid and invalid calls of such kind of functions. Okay, so in a function called, keyword arguments must follow positional arguments, right? This is what it is written here. So this is a very important line which you have to always follow if you're defining such kind of function, right? So what it is saying, whatever keyword arguments you're writing, that must be followed. Okay, that must follow, right? Positional arguments. So first of all positional arguments will be there. After that, you can write the keyword argument. And this is what was becoming wrong in this case, right? In the second example. After that, all the keyword arguments passed must match one of the arguments accepted by the function. Okay, so whatever keyword arguments you are passing, whatever keywords you are writing, those should match somewhere in the function definition. If it is not present only, if it is not matching only, then it is invalid. For example, like here how actor was there, right? So actor is not a valid argument for the parrot function because actor is not present in the function definition. Okay, and their order is not important. Okay, so just that it should be present. Okay, now if it is present, then after that the order does not matter, that where you're passing the value in which order. Okay, for example, this case, like here, these two lines are similar, right? Because both the keywords are present, it is matching. So if it is matching, after that in what order you are passing the value, that does not matter. Okay, all right. So this also includes non-optional arguments, that is voltage is equal to 1000, which we have seen. So this is also valid, right? Okay. Now no argument may receive a value more than once, which we have seen already, right? Like for this example, in the same argument, you cannot pass more than one value, right? So that is what is written here. Now here's an example. So again, for that only, so one more example has been shown here, and that is, as you can see here, one function is there, it is taking one parameter, right, a, and then while calling the function you are passing 0, right? So if we pass 0, then this will be assigned to a. Now after that, once more I am passing value. Now no matter both the values are same, but still since we are doing it twice, it will be considered invalid. Okay, so that is why for each argument only one value you can pass. All right, after that what we are having now, when a final formal parameter of the form doubles asterisk name, if of this form you are passing any argument, right, parameter is there, is present, it receives a dictionary. Okay, so if you are writing the parameter like this, then what it will receive, it will receive one dictionary. Okay, and it will containing all keyword arguments except for those corresponding to a formal parameter. Okay, so except the formal parameters, because formal parameters will go to the respective uh, okay parameters, okay, the arguments, and otherwise whatever will remain, whatever remaining keyword arguments are there, those will be considered as a dictionary and that will be stored. Okay, now this may be combined with a formal parameter of the form asterisk and then name. So this can also be there, it is described in the next subsection, we will study about this. But otherwise you can remember here that if something, any parameter is there of this form, then it is going to receive a tuple. Okay, which will contain the positional arguments beyond the formal parameter. Okay, and also this one line you have to remember, that this one asterisk name should always occur before this one. Okay, so here one example has been taken. So as you can see here, kind. Okay, so this is a formal parameter. Now this formal parameter can only take one single value, right? Now after one value, if more values you are passing, then what will happen, then as much as tuples can be taken, those tuples will be taken in these arguments, and after that whatever keyword arguments will be there, that will be considered as dictionary and will be stored in keywords. Okay, this is the meaning of this. So as you can see this function, and if you are calling the function in this way, then what will happen, you see, first of all, the first argument passed is a single string, right? So this will be stored in this formal parameter, which is kind. Okay, now after that what is there, two other strings are there by which are separated by comma, right? So these two will be considered as a tuple, right? And that tuple will be stored in this arguments. And after that what is there, some keyword arguments are there, right? Because there some keyword is there and arguments are there, values are there, right? So these will be considered as dictionary because these are like key value pairs, and that will be stored in keywords. Okay, so this is how the values are going to be passed and assigned to the respective parameters. Okay, and after that when you print it, then this is how it is going to print. So you can see the statements here, and you can see that how respectively the lines has been printed. Okay, you can try with other values also, and you can try. Now note that the order in which the keyword arguments are printed is guaranteed to match the order in which they are provided in the function call. What is the meaning of this line? That here in whatever order you are passing the value, like here shopkeeper is passed first, then client, then sketch. So in this order only it will be stored in the parameter also, and that is why when they are printed using this for loop, okay, so in the same order the things have been printed, right? Shopkeeper first, then client, then sketch, and similarly for the tuple also, right? So in whichever order you are passing the values, in that order only it will get stored, and later in that order only the things will be manipulated according to the instruction. Okay, so this is all about keyword argument. So I hope it is clear. If you're having any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. And so I'm ending the lecture here. Thank you.